I use mainly Twitter and Tumblr. I started using social media like around when I was like 10. I tend to keep my online presence of other people looking at my stuff to like a minimum, showing only like here's a cool thing that someone else made that I retweet or reblog. I think me as a person is viewed as in sort of like a this like a very reserved and doesn't say things often person, like I kind of am sometimes. I'd say like half, kind of, because I do not talk a lot in real life because I don't like talking in general. So in social media, that just translates to I don't really post that much. However, in real life, since I don't really talk that much, I'm not in that many conversations. Whereas in social media, I could listen to like millions of conversations. Like on Tumblr, I could be in like 6 different communities without posting that often. I think it mainly differs because of the medium. Because in real life, in order to like listen into a conversation without actually talking that much, you would have to just like find a group of people who are already talking that you're friends with, so it's not like weird if you stand nearby. Whereas on social media, you could literally look at anyone's anything. Like on Tumblr, there's a bunch of different kinds of content that you can look at, and you could just be like, oh hey, this person said this like recently, and they won't even know that you're listening in, really. Honestly, no, because I don't really want feedback on my posts. It's mainly like a thing of if I ever do post something, it's to like say, here's a link to something that someone else had, or like I will reblog something which will say, here's something else that's really cool that someone made, and then I don't really want comments on that. I want them to comment on the original. On Tumblr specifically, I'd say like half of my free time, because unlike Twitter or some of the other social media sites, Tumblr posts tend to be a lot longer, so it takes longer to check more. Whereas Twitter, you could like just scroll past like 50 tweets in like a second. I only really edit it if I like actually look at it, which is rarely, and then I change it completely, and that's happened at least 5 times already. Not just the profile picture, I mean everything. Like, oh my god, some of the pictures I've had are just awful. I would say that I definitely portray myself, at least the slight difference that I have to do in portraying myself on social media is definitely on purpose. Whereas like in real life, me keeping quiet is for a completely different reason. On social media, it's because I don't want really attention. When I do actually post something, it's probably something I've spent a lot of time on. Like on Tumblr, I sometimes post like things I've drawn, but that's rarely, and that's when I actually draw something. But so that's like at least 8 hours into a post. I would say yes, because the things I draw tend to be like fantasy stuff or like game references or show references, so yeah. Uh, the fact that you could stay anonymous really, really easily. Like you don't even have to try to stay anonymous to be anonymous on it. So that way you can do stuff that you couldn't do in real life. I would have to say the fact that you could look at a lot of different variety of content, like see what people say, like a lot of different people say about a certain topic if you want to. Like I watch a show called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and there's a lot of content on Tumblr about that, and so you can see a lot of people's different opinions about certain scenes or like certain episodes. I don't think I would feel too different. It would just be like I would be bored a lot more often, because it's really entertaining to like go on social media and look at a bunch of cool stuff. Whereas if I didn't have an online presence and that wasn't a thing, I feel like I wouldn't do as much, even though I would have more time. Because at least instead of not doing anything, I'm doing something I enjoy.